Welcome to the Texas Wine Scene Podcast, the most up-to-date information to help you prepare for your wine tasting weekend. I'm Mike, your Texas Wine Scene correspondent, bringing you all the wine happenings in and around the great state of Texas, from the high plains to the hill country. If you love Texas wine, you've come to the right place. Let's take a trip. Welcome back, everyone, to the Texas Wine Scene Podcast. I am your host, your Texas Wine Scene correspondent, Mike Cole, bringing you all the wine happenings in and around the great state of Texas. If you are a subscriber to the podcast, thank you so much for returning and tuning into this week's episode. And if you are new to the podcast, thank you so much for stopping by to check us out. We are an information-based podcast supporting and sharing wine events, tastings, and industry news from around the great state of Texas. So I hope you enjoy the content, and if you do, please consider subscribing and sharing the podcast with all your wine-loving friends. It helps to continue to spread the word about the podcast and keeps everyone informed about current wine-related events. Also, please follow me on my socials at Texas Wine Scene on Instagram and Texas Wine Scene on Facebook, where you will see all the posts about upcoming events for the weekend. And now for your Texas Wine Scene news. In a recent article in the Corsicana Daily Sun, Jennifer Howell reports that the first and only vineyard and winery combination in Navarro County, Angelita Vineyard and Winery, is celebrating a milestone this month, their 10th anniversary. Located in Angus, Texas, just south of Corsicana, the vineyard was planted in 2010, and the winery's tasting room opened 1 decade ago in July of 2014. To celebrate the occasion, there will be 2 events held at the small boutique winery on Saturday, July 20th. More on those events later in the episode. Registration for Grape Camp 2024 is now open. From now through August 16th, early bird registrants can save up to $150 for this event to be held on October 8th and 9th in Lubbock, Texas. Grape Camp began as a place to reflect on the recent harvest, discuss successes, address challenges, and collectively plan for the future. Over the years, it has taken root as a must-attend educational and networking event for new and veteran Texas grape growers and wine industry professionals. During Grape Camp, attendees can expect to grow your industry knowledge, build your network with other industry professionals, and participate in a hands-on field excursion. To register for Grape Camp, visit the Texas Wine and Grape Growers website at texaswines.org. In a recent article in the Fort Worth Business Press, the Fort Worth Food and Wine Foundation is expanding their services with a new partnership. The foundation is teaming up with the Southern Smoke Foundation to help food and beverage workers in crisis by providing emergency relief funds and access to non-cost mental health services. The recent announcement came with a $25,000 check from the foundation to the Southern Smoke Foundation, which will be used to assist culinary industry workers needing emergency relief across Tarrant County. Peaches used to rule the Texas Hill Country. Is wine pushing them out? That was the headline in an article by Gabby De La Rosa. For some, it seems that wine has overtaken the peach industry in this part of the state, and since the early 2000s, the Hill Country has been getting recognition for its wine. But according to the Fredericksburg Convention and Visitors Bureau Communications Manager Mackenzie Mullering, peaches are still a large driver of agritourism in the area. There are approximately 600 acres of peach trees in the Hill Country, many centered around Gillespie County, one of the largest peach-producing counties in Texas. We've definitely seen our wine industry grow in the last 30 years, but we still have at least a dozen orchards that are family-run and operated, says Mullering. Peach season in Fredericksburg is a tried and true tradition, and that's why people visit. Karen Bonarigo, co-owner of Messina Hoff Winery, believes that peaches and wine are inherently tied to the land and provide experiences and outdoor activities that naturally complement one another. She says, day trips can be filled easily with multiple visits to wineries and other hill country businesses and attractions. We respect and appreciate other agricultural endeavors. And that's your Texas Wine Scene News. This week, we continue our mini-series on the most popular red and white grape varieties in Texas, and this week we will focus on another white grape variety, Trebbiano. Trebbiano, also known as Ugni Blanc, is an Italian white wine grape variety and one of the most widely planted grape varieties in the world. It is a high-yielding, late-ripening grape variety with a neutral but refreshing grape varietal profile. Along with its popular high-yielding varietal characteristics, Trebbiano also shows a propensity to be very adaptable to various climate conditions and can resist rot, which is one of the reasons why it is one of the most popular grape varieties planted here in Texas. Trebbiano is used to produce refreshing table wines with vivid green fruit and citrus aromas on the nose, such as green apple, pear, lemon, and white peach. On the palate, the dry notes of lemon, green apple, and stone fruit and salinity are confirmed with this grape variety, with a bit of minerality to complete its taste profile. In addition to Trebbiano producing refreshing table wines, it also is the main player in the production of world-class brandy spirits in the French regions of Armagnac and Cognac, as well as high-end balsamic vinegar that you sometimes see drizzled on your favorite appetizers, entrees, or desserts. Trebbiano is a grape variety that is not going to set your world on fire as a deliciously stunning white wine, but it is an easy drinking, diverse grape variety that plays its role on a hot, sunny summer day or becomes the star in your elevated spirits tasting or high-end fine dining experiences. Tune in next week as we complete our Texas Varietal mini-series with Marsan. Before we get into the wine events for the weekend, let's check the weather. The weather for the weekend in the High Plains wine growing region will have high temperatures of 90 degrees with low temperatures of 66 degrees. The North Texas wine growing region will have high temperatures of 93 degrees with low temperatures of 71 degrees, with a 40% chance of rain on Sunday. The West Texas wine growing region will have high temperatures of 85 degrees with low temperatures of 63 degrees. The Texas Hill Country wine growing region will have high temperatures of 92 degrees with low temperatures of 69 degrees with a 35% chance of showers on Sunday. And the Gulf Coast wine growing region will have high temperatures of 92 degrees with low temperatures of 76 degrees. Join Parissos Vineyards in Burnett, Texas for their pre-harvest concert and paella party on Friday, July 19th from 7 to 10 p.m. This will be an unforgettable celebration as they kick off the grape harvest season at their estate vineyard. This pre-harvest concert event promises a delightful evening filled with delicious paella, a smoking hot band with Jennifer Foster and The Audacity, and exceptional Parissos wines, and great company. For more information on this event, visit their website at ParissosVineyards.com. Head on out to Wimberley Valley Winery in Wimberley, Texas for their White Linen Night event on Saturday, July 20th from 7 to 9 p.m. This enchanting evening will celebrate the arts, wine, and jazz. Wear your summer white attire to stay cool and stylish as you stroll through the art market featuring the talented works of local artists as well as enjoying live art and demonstrations. Live jazz music will fill the air performed by the local jazz band, the Cone Alma Quartet. There will be a wine and hors d'oeuvres pairing where guests will enjoy Wimberley Valley wine paired with delectable New Orleans-inspired hors d'oeuvres. So come on out and celebrate the arts, enjoy great company, and experience the magic of Wimberley Valley Winery's White Linen Night. For more information on this event, visit their website at WimberleyValleyWinery.com. Join 4R Ranch Vineyards and Winery for their Music, Merlot, Verdot, and Van Gogh event on Thursday, July 25th from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. This sounds like a very entertaining event unlike any other. Here's how it works. Guests show up in clothes that don't mind getting a little paint on them, or a lot for that matter. There will be a place setting prepped with everything a painter needs: paints, brushes, canvas, and of course a glass of wine. Guests will get a card with a basic object listed. The timer will be set for 10 minutes. Then it's time to Van Gogh go. When the time is up, guests switches places and the painting continues for about 6 rounds. Imagine the artistic outcome of multiple rounds of different visions for this art masterpiece. This event sounds like a great time. For more information on this event, visit their website at 4rwines.com. Where are my guys and gals who like to get a bit of grease in their hair, a bit of oil under their nails, and a bit of dirt on their jeans while working under the hood of a restored classic car? Well, if that sounds like you, here is your wine event for the weekend. Join High Meadow Winery in High, Texas for their Grapes and Gears car show event on Saturday, July 20th from 12 to 4 p.m. Whether you are a car enthusiast or just looking for a fun winery day out, Grapes and Gears is the perfect place to be. How about entering your car into the car show for a chance to win a trophy? Categories include Best New Car from year 2000 and up, Best Vintage Car from 1999 and under, and Best Overall Car. For more information about this event or to enter your ride, visit their website at highmeadow.com. Join Blue Lotus Winery in Seguin for their charcuterie and wine pairing class on Saturday, July 20th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Guests will learn how to create a summer charcuterie board and pair with Blue Lotus wines. They will select a combination of soft, hard cheeses along with a variety of meats you can find at your local grocery store. Also, join Blue Lotus Winery in Seguin for their Christmas in July event on Sunday, July 21st from 2 to 4 p.m. At this event, guests will learn to create a beautiful Christmas centerpiece for the holiday season. Enjoy a creative afternoon while enjoying a glass of Blue Lotus wine. All materials will be provided for this event and no experience is necessary. For more information on these events, visit their website at bluelotuswinery.com. Join Augusta Vin Winery in Fredericksburg, Texas for their Tacos and Tonight event on Wednesday, July 24th from 4 to 5:30 p.m. This event is part of the Fredericksburg Food and Wine Preview events where guests will get to mingle, enjoy tours of the winery, live music, and taste street taco bites from Leroy's Tex-Mex Barbecue paired alongside Augusta Vin's Tannat Rosé, Tannat Estate Reserve, and a Tannat Barrel Tasting. For more information on this event, visit their website at augustavin.com. Join Becker Vineyards in Fredericksburg for their Blended Like Becker wine event on Monday, July 22nd from 6 to 8 p.m. Immerse yourself in the art and science of wine blending. Guests will learn the intricacies of blending wine as they guide you through the process of using different varietal samples and graduated cylinders to create the perfect final wine blend. You'll team up with fellow guests to craft your own blended wine and design a label for your creation. The judges will evaluate your wines based on aromatics, palate profile, and label art. For more information on this event, visit their website at beckervineyards.com. Head on out to Fire Sky Vineyards in Lubbock, Texas for their first wine tasting event on Thursday, July 25th from 6 to 10 p.m. Guests will enjoy great food, games, pop-up shops, that include Rooted LBK, Wild Honey Hat Bar, and Beyond Aesthetics. Relax to live music that will be provided by Claire and Wyatt King while enjoying award-winning Texas wine. Each ticket purchase includes 7 2-ounce wine tastings and food. This is Fire Sky Vineyard's first wine tasting event, and they are doing it big. Help them start off with a bang. For more information on this event, visit their website at firesky.wine. Join Angelita Winery in Corsicana, Texas for their 10th anniversary harvest party event on Saturday, July 20th, starting at 7:30 a.m. This is a harvest party with style. There will be grape picking, wine stomping, delicious food, and live music. The day will start with breakfast inside the tasting room at 7:30 a.m., then head on out to the vineyard to learn about the Blanc du Bois grape variety, growing methods and history of the winery, and how to harvest the grapes. You will then head over to the processing equipment to see how the wine is made and sample the free-run juice from the press and try your hand at grape stomping in your best I Love Lucy imitation. The winery will then open to the public at 12 noon, where you can help Angelita Winery celebrate their 10th anniversary with sangria and wine slushes, live music by Sandy Bates, and a slice of Angelita Winery 10th anniversary cake. For more information on this event, visit their website at angelinavineyard.com. The Texas Wine Collective is at it again with their fantastically delicious wine pairing events, and this time it's burgers. Join the Texas Wine Collective in Fredericksburg for their Taste of Texas Burgers and Big Reds event on Sunday, July 21st at 12:30 to 4 p.m. The Texas Wine Collective will put 6 of their Texas wines up against 3 hearty hamburgers to see which Big Red wine complements your favorite burger the best. For more information on this event, visit their website at texaswinecollective.com. Join Messina Hoff and Brian for their Painting with a Pour event on Wednesday, July 24th from 6 to 8 p.m. At this engaging wine glass painting event, guests will receive a glass of wine, a wine glass to paint and take home, and all the painting materials. This event offers a unique blend of artistic expression, fine wine, and gourmet food, making it an ideal outing for friends, couples, or solo adventurers looking to unwind and have fun. Whether you are celebrating a special occasion or simply looking for a new and creative experience, this event promises a memorable night filled with laughter, art, and delicious wine. For more information on this event, visit their website at messinahoff.com. Are you ready to continue your wine education journey? Well, here's an event for you. Join the Wine Wise Wine School, Fredericksburg, in partnership with Andre Boda of Vino Cadre and Six Twists for their Wine 101 class, Vineyard to Bottle, on Monday, July 22nd from 11 to 2 p.m. at the Turtle Creek Vineyard in Kerrville, Texas. Join them for an unparalleled learning experience tailored specifically for winery professionals, from tasting room staff to winemakers. This comprehensive course delves deeper than Wine 101, exploring vineyard influences, winemaking decisions, and much, much more. For more information and registration for this event, visit their website at wine-wise.com. And those are your wine events for the weekend. Stay tuned for your music lineup for the weekend up next. Arch Ray Winery in Fredericksburg gets the music lineup starting this weekend, with Anthony Garcia on stage Friday, July 19th from 5 to 8 p.m., followed by London Belay on Saturday, July 20th from 5 to 8 p.m. as well. Dry Carmel Creek Vineyards in New Braunfels will have James Hearn on stage Saturday, July 20th from 2 to 5 p.m., followed by Acoustics featuring Scott Martin on Sunday, July 21st from 1 to 4 p.m. Fiesta Winery on 290 will host Sharita Perez on stage Saturday, July 20th from 3 to 6 p.m. Farinella Cellars in Stonewall will let Jake Martin assume the musical duties on Saturday, July 20th from 1 to 5 p.m. Texas Hill Vineyards in Johnson City will have Michael Alvarez on stage Saturday, July 20th from 1 to 4 p.m. Torna Locks in Burnett, Texas will have Rodney Howell on stage Saturday, July 20th from 2 to 5 p.m. Augusta Vin Winery in Fredericksburg is having their Sips and Sounds event starring Keelan Donovan on stage Friday, July 19th from 3 to 6 p.m., followed by Nalani Caballero on Saturday, July 20th from 2 to 5 p.m. Bernie Martini will close out the set on Sunday, July 21st from 3:30 to 6 p.m. Bernhardt Winery in Plantersville, Texas will have Barefoot Nation on stage performing a Kenny Chesney tribute on Sunday, July 21st from 7 to 9 p.m. Deep Roots Vineyards in Plantersville, Texas will have TNT on stage performing an AC/DC tribute on Friday, July 19th from 8 to 10:30 p.m. West Sandy Creek Winery in Richards, Texas will have Byron Haney on stage Saturday, July 20th from 4 to 7 p.m., followed by Brenda Storseth on Sunday, July 21st from 2 to 5 p.m. Barons Creek Vineyards in Fredericksburg will host the talented Kalani on stage Saturday, July 20th from 1 to 4 p.m. Bending Branch Winery in Comfort, Texas will let Bill Mackle rock the house on Sunday, July 21st from 2 to 5 p.m. Carter Creek Winery in Johnson City will have a Beatles tribute on Saturday, July 20th at 7 p.m. Dukeman Family Winery in Driftwood, Texas will have the Michael James Band on stage Saturday, July 20th from 4 to 7 p.m. Longhorn Cellars in Fredericksburg will have Anthony Garcia on stage Saturday, July 20th from 12 to 3 p.m. William Chris Vineyards in Hyde, Texas will let Spicy Loops heat things up on Saturday, July 20th from 1 to 4 p.m., followed by Holland McKay on Sunday, July 21st from 1 to 4 p.m. as well. Lucky Vines Vineyards and Winery in Dublin, Texas will have Shelby Ray Marshall on stage Saturday, July 20th from 4 to 7 p.m. English Newsom Cellars in Lubbock, Texas will host Craig Elliott on Saturday, July 20th from 5 to 7 p.m. Los Pinos Ranch Vineyards in Pittsburgh, Texas will have the Pink Flamingo on stage Friday and Saturday, July 19th and 20th from 6 to 9 p.m. Moody Family Wines in Bullard, Texas will have Jennifer Martin on stage Saturday, July 20th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. Triple N Ranch Winery in Trinidad, Texas will perform a James Taylor and Bob Dylan tribute on Saturday, July 20th from 6:45 to 9 p.m. Tasha Vineyards in Huntsville, Texas will have Jessica Callahan on stage Saturday, July 20th from 4 to 7 p.m. Threshold Vineyards in Navasota will have Greg Day on stage Saturday, July 20th from 3 to 6 p.m. Lone Star Wine Cellars in McKinney, Texas has an extensive music lineup for the weekend, starting with Judd Block on stage Friday, July 19th from 8 to 11 p.m. Caleb McPeep will take the stage on Saturday, July 20th from 2 to 5 p.m., followed by Ken and Kathy Live from 8 to 11 p.m. Byron Haney will close the musical set on Sunday, July 21st from 4 to 7 p.m. Michael Ross Winery in Fredericksburg will have Chad Christensen on stage Saturday, July 20th from 2 to 5 p.m. And Singing Water Vineyards in Comfort, Texas will close out the music lineup for the weekend with Bill George on stage Saturday, July 20th from 1 to 4 p.m., followed by the Steve Gary Duo on Sunday, July 21st from 1 to 4 p.m. as well. And that's your music lineup for the weekend. Stay tuned for Did You Know? As mentioned at the beginning of the episode in our Texas grape variety highlight, Trebbiano is a grape variety that produces high yields and is used to make high-end brandy in the Armagnac and Cognac regions of France. In addition to its contribution to the spirits industry, Trebbiano also makes deliciously authentic balsamic vinegar. Now, I'm sure you've heard and tasted this wonderful condiment, but let's take our knowledge and understanding of balsamic vinegar to the next level. Balsamic vinegar is a dark, concentrated, intensely flavored vinegar originating in the city of Modena in the North Italian region of Emilia-Romagna. Yep, the same region where they make Parmigiano Reggiano or Parmesan cheese. Oh, and as a side note, this region also makes your high-end sports cars such as Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Maseratis. But I digress. For authentic and traditional balsamic vinegar, there are only two areas that produce this product, which are Modena and Reggio Emilia, following legally binding traditional procedures. True balsamic vinegar is rich, glossy, deep brown, and has complex flavors that balance the neutral sweet and sour elements of the cooked grape juice with hints of wood. Here's the process. True balsamic vinegar is made from a reduction of pressed Trebbiano or Lambrusco grapes. This thick syrup, called Mosto Cotto, is then aged for a minimum of 12 years in several successively smaller sized wood casks made of different types of wood such as chestnut, cherry, oak, mulberry, ash, and juniper. Balsamic vinegar is aged in wood casks similar to how sherry is aged in wood casks by way of a cellar system. A portion of the vinegar is drawn off the smallest and oldest barrels, which is bottled, labeled, and sold. Then each of the next larger barrels are topped up with the vinegar from the next larger barrel, and so on throughout the cellar. The top barrel, which is the youngest barrel, gets filled with the newly pressed syrup vinegar from the current year. Like other food and beverage products in Europe, some are protected as an authentic zone of production, such as the Italian DOC and DOCG for wine. So if you want to purchase an authentic bottle of balsamic vinegar, it will have on its label one of two traditional regions marked with Balsamico Traditional di Modena DOP and Balsamico Traditional di Reggio Emilia DOP. The DOP stands for Protected Designation of Origin. And look to spend between $50 and $200 for a small bottle of this sweet and tangy culinary nectar. If you don't want to search for a bottle of authentic Italian balsamic vinegar, you're in luck. There's an American company in New Mexico that produces high-end balsamic vinegar with the same production methods as Italy, called Traditional Aceto Balsamico of Monticello. They have a 4.5-ounce bottle of balsamic vinegar for a handsome price of $154. So you are probably saying to yourself, if I spend between $150 to $200 for a bottle of balsamic vinegar, how long will it last before it goes bad? Well, did you know that unlike almost any other food item in your pantry, balsamic vinegar doesn't really go bad? Like any vinegar, you should keep it in a cool, dry cupboard and away from light. If stored properly, that sweet and tangy joy in a bottle will last for years. And as an added bonus, here's dinner for the night. Strawberry and goat cheese crostini with organic balsamic of Monticello, Florentine-style steak with arugula and shavings of Parmigiano and organic balsamic of Monticello, and poached pears with vanilla ice cream with a drizzle of organic balsamic of Monticello. And of course, pair this wonderful dinner with a bottle of Pedernales Cellars 2022 Texas High Plains Trebbiano. You're welcome. Well, that would do it for this week's episode. Thank you for joining me. I'm Mike Cole, your Texas wine scene correspondent, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the Texas Wine Scene. Cheers. For more in-depth information on the wineries mentioned in this episode, visit the Texas Wine Lover website at txwinelover.com or the Texas Wine Lover app. There you will be able to find a vast amount of information about Texas wineries and wine-related businesses. You can also search for information such as Texas wineries with lodging, 100% Texas wineries, tour companies, winemaker profiles, and much, much more. So visit their website at txwinelover.com. That's txwinelover.com. Also, please leave me a rating and a review. I would love to hear your feedback. I would like to give a big shout out to a podcast follower, G. Ayala, for his recent feedback on the podcast content. I truly appreciate it. Please share the podcast with all your wine-loving friends.